Good evening, everyone. A 1-0 defeat here at Mansfield, and I'm joined by Port Vale manager Neil Aspin. Neil, after such a good start, is that a frustrating way to come off that one?
Well, I thought the first 20 minutes we did well. I thought we had a good shape. We were on the front foot against a good side. We knew today would be a difficult game, so I was pleased with the way we started. Then obviously Mansfield came more into the game without really creating a lot. And I was very disappointed with the goal we conceded, because we should have avoided that and we would have been going in at half-time 0-0. I think as the second half started, we were really on the back foot. They were pushing us back, there's no question about that. They were the better team for a period, and after the sending off we did well to stay in the game. You're going to be vulnerable to the counter-attack, but I couldn't ask more from the players, especially with 10 men, than what they gave me today, because they tried to keep it going till the end, which they did. But obviously you're up against a team that I feel is going to finish in the top 6 or maybe higher, and therefore you're not going to create a great deal against them, because like I say, they're a good team and they've got a good home right now.
But credit to you and the players. You said earlier on in the week Mansfield are a really good side, but you weren't going to come here and sit back. You were going to cause them some trouble, and that's certainly what you did in the opening stages of the game.
Yeah, the opening stages we did well. Sorry to have to mention it again, but you know, we should have had a penalty.
We seem to keep having these, don't we?
Yeah.
We don't want to keep talking about referee decisions, but sometimes we're left with no excuse.
Well, I think some decisions are debatable, but when somebody grabs it, when Tom Pope runs to get the header and the lad pulls his shirt back and it's blatant, one of the officials has got to see that, and again they've missed it.
And Tom Pope's not one to go down easily.
No, but the thing is,
but
he gets so many fouls against him. But that was a clear foul in the box. And then you're talking about a different game, which gives us something to defend. You know, and it's just frustrating. But I'm not, like I say, I'm not taking anything away from Mansfield, because they are a good side. They've got some pace in the team. They move the ball around well. And you know that if you come here and you do going to get a result, you need things to go for you. And like I say, we didn't get that decision, and that did affect the game.
Perhaps one player that doesn't get mentioned as much as maybe he should is Scott Brown. He pulled off a great save at the start of that second half to perhaps stop Mansfield doubling their lead so early on.
No, Scott Brown, I thought he was excellent today. Kept us in the game with that save. Made other saves in the second half when we were under pressure. And like I say, because he's such a steady, I would say, in his performance and level, sort of week in, week out. And I feel a lot of the, not so much some of the players need to learn from players like Scott Brown, because he's consistent every week. You know what you're going to get. You don't have to worry about what you're going to get. Whereas some of the others, I have to say, one week they can play really well, the next week they don't play as well as that. And they've got to start looking at themselves, and they've got to start doing better, because if you want to have a good career and you want to have a long career, you've got to play the same week in, week out.
When you're 1-0 down in a game, which we have been on occasions this season, you've always kept yourself in the game. That must be a positive to take from the games, that when you are going 1-0 down, you're not letting the game slip away from you. You're always keeping yourself in there, having a fighting chance.
I think we have a duty to the supporters. We've got good support today, and we have to keep in the game. We've got to show that we're willing to fight and scrap. You've got to do that all season, and we have to do that for every game, because, like I say, we're not in a stage where we're much better than other teams, so we can afford to have days off and whatever. We need to work hard every game. Everybody's got to give the best. Everybody's got to play to the maximum, and if we do that, we know that we can pick up points. But as I say, until we get a better squad, better team, that's what you're striving for all the time. But okay, to get to that level, it's difficult.
Going into Swindon next week, you'll be confident that this team has the mentality to bounce back from a blip like this. 4 games unbeaten in the league.
No,
this one off and going into Swindon.
I don't think you say it's a blip. You're up against a good side away from home, and you have to accept that you might not get a result. I have to accept it. I have to get my head around that and try and be calm in my assessment without, you know, getting too up or down. I think I do get down and beat myself up at certain times, but today was always going to be a game where you know that it's going to be difficult. So I've got to watch the game back. I've got to look where I think we can get better, and then we've got to get a team or pick a team for Saturday that's, you know, can win the game, and that's what we've got to try and do.